What is going on, family? Cribs here. You know what time it is. It's review time of a company named Weatherbeardsupplyco. I have tested these products for 10 days. I've got my notes, I've got my coffee, and I have my family sitting here ready to rock and roll and watch to see what I think about this company. To anybody that is new here, welcome to my YouTube channel, Beard Swag Barbecue. I am your host, Mike Cribbs. I'm known as Swag in the bearded and the barbecue community. I have an Instagram channel that is _beardswag_barbecue. Welcome. Welcome into the family. If you haven't already, right down below, there is a subscribe, a reminder bell, a share button, and a thumbs up. At some point, if you haven't already during this video, please go ahead and smash all those buttons for me. Truly helps my channel and truly helps me get out to other people that may be interested in family, in barbecue, in beard products, and just joy. So, without further ado, enjoy the intro, and I will be back in just a second. All right, we are back. I'm going to start off by telling you a little bit about the company and the owner himself off of his website. So I'm going to be reading off my tablet here. It says, "Hey there, my name is Corey Weatherby and I am the owner of Weatherbeard Supply Company. I started this business during No Shave November in 2015, which was the first time that I ever grew out my beard. It all began with a do-it-yourself product, oil recipe that I found on the internet to help with the beard itch. After a couple of tries, I finally put something together that really made my beard feel great and helped keep the itch to a minimum. The next part of my business journey was creating unique scent profiles. And I think this description of what is going to go on with Corey here is going to kind of explain and break down some of the scent profiles and why he has them and why they are in this lineup. Excuse me. This is where the adventure began because I was able to get creative with fragrances that I had at the time. After creating a couple of blends that gained my wife's approval, which is always important, I decided to bring them to work and get additional feedback from my coworkers. All of the guys that I worked with really enjoyed the scents and told me that I was onto something. With the encouragement, I decided to market my products online in a few local stores, a few sales down the road, and I was feeling quite optimistic about the endeavor. It is extremely satisfying to know that I am creating a product that is making people's daily lives a little bit better. I truly appreciate all of the support that I've received over the years, and I look forward to improving all the aspects of my business so that I can continue doing so." Very cool. And which brings us to right here where we're at talking about the evolution of Weatherbeard Supply Company, you know, from the very first stages to where he's at now, which is step 3. Enough about the business. I'd like to tell you a little about himself. I really love a good adventure into nature. I enjoy backpacking and camping more than just about any other thing that I have done in my life. In fact, one of my personal goals for growing my business is so that I can do more of that by having a flexible time schedule. This is the reason that the theme of our business is centered around the great outdoors. Keynote. One of my bucket list goals is to be able to through hike the Appalachian Trail, the Continental Divide Trail, or the Pacific Crest Trail. I'd like to gain a triple crown of doing all 3 trails, which total over 6,000 miles. Now, I want to explain some things about my testing. But first of all, I want to get into shopping. And I want to tell you about some pricing. He now has, which I bought, his new beard wash, which is an unscented base camp. I haven't got to try this yet, but through all of the experience that I've had through the products, the oils and the butters that I've tried, I knew this was going to be a phenomenal wash. I just absolutely knew. I had faith in it. It is 8.45 fluid ounces. If you want to, you can screenshot this and you can read about the ingredients that are in it. The unscented beard wash that is brand new is $21.99. And don't forget the swag barbecue that gives you 10% off on all of your products. He has a beard oil sample kit, which I don't have, which is $29.99. It comes with, it looks like 7 maybe. He has the beard oil, which is $19.99. He has the beard butter, which is $17.99 if you want to get them separately. Beard bombs, which is $17.99, which I don't have. You have a beard oil and butter bundle, which is $34.99, available in all 8 scents. You have a beard oil and balm, which is $34.99. Excuse me, I just hit the wrong button. You have a beard oil balm butter bundle, which is $49.99 right now, and they're all discounted. You have the bluegrass, which is our Ken from Bluegrass Beards, his collaboration, which is $21.99 in the oil and $19.99 in the butter. You can get the Bluegrass Bay bundle, oil and butter bundle, $38.99. The Summer Oil Series, which is Apricot Oasis, Campside Citrus, and Peach Praline. I can't really see that well. Oh, Peach Paradise, excuse me, for $21.99. This is a Summer Series butters. You can get them for $19.99 a piece. The bundle, $38.99. You get the gist of it. You got the Summer Series Ultimate Pack, guys, which is $99.99, which looks like 3 oils and 3 butters. You've got his cologne, his solid colognes, which are $19.99 a piece. You've got cold press soaps, which I have tried before. They are amazing. I love them, which is basically sold out right now, so I can't tell you the price. And then he's got his swag, his shirts. And that's kind of the rundown of the pricing of what you can expect. Now the profiles. I'm going to go over these with you. And I'll talk to you about each individual one. Started out with the Lakeside Lodge. And I've got the notes. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go ahead and bring these out. Day 1. These are just some of the notes. It's really a summer scent profile for me. Very fresh, very bright. Sweetness, almost candy hints. Not really what I expected. Stayed consistent with the profile all the way through. It was one of the ones I really enjoyed. Day 2 was the Leathered Woods, which reads bold, rugged, and woodsy. Manly, very genuine, very earthy. If green had an odor, which it does, this absolutely represents the epitome of being outdoors. I loved it. It was a great scent profile. Blasts of leather throughout, the boldness of the profile, musky, deep, rich. I think it would be really good as a winter profile, something in the winter. Rustic Ridge. Get my head out of there so it'll focus. It says cozy, rich, and luxurious. Where was that? Rustic Ridge. Smooth sweetness is what I wrote. Of dark, rich notes of molasses, honey, caramel. Back notes of amber. Soaked woods. It's another bold profile that is warm and inviting. It's a fall profile. And what I've noticed with a couple of these, which is basically the Leathered Woods, the Rustic Ridge, the Timber Trails, all kind of had, that essential oil kind of a profile and scent profile to it. It kind of amazed me that he could have a fragrance oil like that, and that kind of essence came out of those 3 scent profiles. It was not one of my favorites. I'm not an essential oil guy. I'm not a woodsy guy. Those are not in my wheelhouse of scent profiles at all. Probably not ones that I would pick myself, but if you guys are into these, I wanted to give you a description of what these profiles were. Timber Trail. Let's get that over there. This was day 4, which is earthy, musky, and exotic. I said definitely a timber scent, so it's timber heavy. Teak wood forward, redwood forward. They take over the scent at first. Earthy tones, very manly, outdoorsy, a camping scent that I would probably take camping with me, which I probably will. I'm going to end up going camping here soon, and I'll take that with me because of the amazing outdoorsy, woodsy smell. It's an original outdoor scent profile. It starts out very strong and very pungent, and then fades away during the day. That's what I liked about the consistency between the scent profiles, between the oils and the butters. They were spot on with both. It was a good journey. Let's go, and I think that's the one that really faded out real quick. That the profile went away. Day 5. My testing of Southbound. Let's get this in here, which you can see sweet, calming, and crisp. Southbound. It's sugared berries. And this is one that I actually did not think I would like at all because of the sandalwood profile. I'm not a sandalwood guys, but you guys that like the sandalwood will love it. Thought I would really hate it. But after these profiles mixed together, that sandalwood just kind of faded out in the back and everything else started to come to play together, and I saw a vision. I love that the fact of I noticed that all of these combinations of these scent profiles and these fragrance oils that he got together painted a picture. It was his canvas, and I love the fact that he did that, not just putting things together and slapping them all together, but for each individual one, he had a vision. For each individual one, and it came through. And if you go back to the story that I just told you at first about who he is and what his experiences are and what his loves and passions are, these profiles match the owner like nothing else, no other company that I have been involved with. It's kind of a look inside of his life through a scent, and it was cool. Very cool to see and very cool to experience. I got to know Corey and that company through these scent profiles. That's one thing that I want to hammer home to you. Very important. Southbound, sugared berries, has kind of a dessert kind of an aroma that was made outside. Basically, you take a dessert, you're going outside, you're camping, and you're making some kind of a dessert on the open fire. You get the outside influences of the scents from the outside coming in with the smell from the delicious treat that you're making. It was cool. I really enjoyed that as well. I'm going to keep saying cool, but I'm telling you, it was just a really cool adventure, a great journey. Let me grab a drink of coffee. Number 6, Ember Nights. Warm, spicy, and inviting. A blast of sweetness, of sweet, spicy tobacco. After a few hours, I really fell in love with this profile, guys. I really did. And what really caught me off guard was that it would, and I don't need my notes for this one, it took me on a great journey. This was one of my favorite ones out of the bunch, actually. It changed into and morphed into almost a sweet root beer float. I got the hints of the vanilla and something about the profile that was in it. Let me see, I can probably tell you. The tobacco notes, the warm vanilla, earthy moss, the spices, the fresh tobacco, and the warm vanilla all came together at certain times and it reminded me of a root beer float. But then that would go away and it would morph into a really nice tobacco scent profile, a really good tobacco that I could get. It was amazing. Let me just go back into my notes here before I go off. Very pleasing profiling, only to change back into the true pipe tobacco scent. One of my favorites out of all of them. Day 7, Sierra Sunset. Zesty, relaxing, and smooth. The zestiness really came out in this one, guys. It was a very deep tropical scent profile, very tangy, very zesty. The bourbon is a main player in this scent profile, guys. The toastiness, dancing with that zesty aroma. It's exotic. The orange adds kind of a juicy feel to the profile. It's definitely an original scent profile, none like I've ever smelled before. So that's Sierra Sunset. And last but not least of the ones is my smoked cherry. I always say my smoked cherry. Let me tell you about dark, smoky, and fresh. This was a smoky intoxication for me. I'll just read off my notes here because they were true. I got to sit down and take these notes and really think about the profiles while I was experiencing them. It was like smoking a Lane Cherry Black Cavendish pipe tobacco out around the campfire, which I've done many times. It took me to that place. It was very relaxing, very known to me. That's why I love this scent profile so much. The one thing that there's a few profiles in here that that had oud in it, and I really didn't get the oud profile out of any one of them. But I think he did that on purpose just to kind of blend and mix out these profiles, these luxurious, complex profiles that he had. I'm very impressed with them. My favorite three, I would have to say Lakeside Lodge. I actually use Lakeside Lodge for my nighttime butter. I would have to say Ember Nights, Smoked Cherry. The others were just not in my wheelhouse of profiles, but if you love luxurious, outdoorsy, walking the trails, camping kind of profiles, then most of them are right in that wheelhouse. Very, very nice. Lasted about 6 or 7 hours. And it was just an amazing journey. I really enjoyed it. Now, one thing I wanted to do is I didn't have the very first oil and balm that I got from Corey, but I do have number 2. And I want to put it up against where he's at now. Ta-da! This was his second relaunch. Not bad, but I'm telling you, not where it is today. Look at that. Just beautiful. How he loves to grow, how he is always making moves and not making excuses is relevant right here. You can see, went away from the drop tops, went away from these labels, and really made some crisp labels that stand out. I actually asked Nikki, I asked her to come in here and look at this presentation that I had sitting on the shelf here. Sorry for the banging and clanging. I said, what do you see in that? What do you see in it? She goes, well, I see beard oils. I say, no, really look into it and see what you see on the branding of this. She said they're very beautiful labels. They stand out. They look very professional, like somebody really cared about their branding of their company. I want you to know right now, from my experience from Weatherbeard, the one thing that stands out is Corey loves what he does. He is original on what he does and what he creates. He paints a picture for us through a scent profile, and not only through the scent profile of the journey, but the aesthetic of seeing his product sitting on the shelf. It was amazing. I really love this journey. I love Weatherbeard Supply Company, and I stand behind it. I am an affiliate with them as well. But the 3 that I like, guys, are in my wheelhouse, and you guys that know what I love the stank. I love the rich, deep, intoxicating, smoky, oudish kind of profiles, tobaccos. Those are in my wheelhouse. If I was into the woodsy, outdoorsy scents, I would love every single one of these profiles, but some of them just weren't for me. But you guys that love those profiles, that love the manly, outdoor, leathery, complex, luxurious scent profiles, these are going to be for you, and I really hope you get to try them out. Now, the standout of the show, even though I was telling you all about everything that we just talked about, the profiles, the bottles, the labels, the man himself, the feel in beard was top show. I just could not believe consistently for 10 days how full and how embodied my beard was. It just loved this oil. It loved the butter. and it worked well. First time I had ever noticed an oil or a product really working well with my grooming tools. And this, with as much body as I got, as much life as I got out of the products in my beard, how it made it bold. When I went in with my number 8 comb, my number 8 Chicago comb, it just exploded. And I loved it. I loved the experience. I had a lot of compliments about how great my beard has looked during these 10 days of using these products. And I guess that's what I got for you. All my notes, final thoughts, you got them now. I wish there were some more oud, but that's just me. And I guess that's the end of this video, guys. It's long enough. So as always, I love you. I'm proud of you. If you're going to reach out to Corey, go ahead and save you some money. Use my affiliate code, which is Swag Barbecue, saves you 10%. Tell him Swag said hello. Go tell somebody you love them. Go tell somebody that you're proud of them. Be forgiving. Ask forgiveness. Clear that slate and enjoy your day. Be blessed, y'all. Cribs is out.